All right. Good evening or afternoon or morning whenever you're watching this. It's Pet Man Matt Marsh, Short Football Insiders. We're back once again, continuing with our unsigned senior player impact focus series. Very excited to talk with a very talented young man out of Magna Vista High School in Virginia who impressed at a recent local camp. Plays a lot of positions on the field, but specifically we're going to be looking at him from the DB position today, and that is Dekavis Preston, defensive back from Magna Vista High School in Virginia. We're going to bring him on with us right now. All right, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I appreciate spending some time with us to help expose you and showcase what you can do on the football field. So first off, in Virginia, they haven't had football yet, which is very similar to public schools here in North Carolina. But I want to ask you, what are your goals for the upcoming season here in the spring?
My main goals are just to have fun, ball out every single play in every single game, and make the most of my opportunities because the opportunities this year are going to be limited because we're not having a full season. We're just playing, I think, 7 games. So I'm going to have to be able to take full advantage of each opportunity. I'm on the field and off the field opportunities and everything as a whole.
Very good, very good. And it's a similar setup here in North Carolina with only 7 games with a chance to, really showcase what you've done and grown from your junior year to your senior year, which is one of the biggest and the most important growths in a high school athlete when they're trying to get recruited, such as yourself. So you've had 3 years of high school, of course. What's your best memory playing high school football so far in your career?
I think the best memories is just be able to create those memories because, going to practice every day with the same guys, seeing the same coaches year in and year out, and just building a bond with dudes that I'm going to see and know for the rest of my life. That's the biggest memories for me. And if we're talking about like a game setting, I think the best memories for me is just playing on the big end, those big games, making plays and, hearing the crowd cheer, stuff like that.
It's one of the biggest things I miss right there. Is just hearing that crowd. And ironically, with COVID-19, I don't know if you guys are going to have fans in Virginia. I know here in North Carolina, it's going to be limited very much from what it normally is. So hopefully you can try to make the most of that experience for sure. In your opinion, what is the best thing you do on the field playing the DB position?
I think my strengths are, covering. I think I'm a real good corner. I'm really good at dropping back in my zones and reading the quarterback and, being an overall smart, player because I watch a whole lot of film. I like to pick up on certain things that NFL DBs and college DBs do, and I like to incorporate that into my game so I can be better and be ready for that next level. So I think the best thing that I do is cover.
Looking at your film, I would agree with that. I remember seeing several PBUs when you were in man coverage. I remember 2 pick sixes specifically that I thought were, impressive. So your ability both in man and zone, and the biggest thing I like is your reaction, whether you're in man or in zone. The way you transition from your assignment to breaking and making plays on the football is very impressive. So I would definitely agree with that. We're going to bring in you're welcome. Absolutely. We're going to bring in our player analyst, Justin Adams, who is the person that, noticed you at a recent camp here. And he's got a question for you in reference to that.
What's going on, Dekavis?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Hey, man, you had a hell of a performance at the WEA camp. You caught my eye, and I had to get you on the show, man. You came all the way from Virginia, man. How was that trip, man? You came all the way here and shut down. So what motivated you to come down here and just show out like that?
Well, it was, me and my parents was on, line trying to for camps because we knew that was going to be the main way of exposure, especially during these trying times. So me and my boy Orlando, we was thinking about, the week camp, and he was like, "I'm going down. You should come on." So I was like, all right, I'll go. But the linebacker portion was in the morning, and DBs and wide receivers was in the afternoon. So he went up earlier. We got up there a little bit earlier, so we seen what he did, and he balled out. And I was like, all right, now it's my turn to put on for the 276, and that's what I try to do. So.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. You had it. I think it was 4 interceptions. You were probably one of the best corners out there. So I definitely give you that props on that. What do you look for at playing the next level? Like, what do you want to play at the next level as far as the school, like the coverage wise and things like that?
At the next level, I just want for that opportunity to play in front of a big crowd. Just to have fun and, be able to get my degree and, hopefully make it to that next level going to the NFL. That's the ultimate goal. So I feel like that's the main thing, getting a good education. I want to major in sports communications, having fun on Saturdays and playing in front of a big crowd.
Okay, cool. I see you've been getting some good off-season grind. I see you at a 4.4 now. 4.40.
Yes, sir.
4.40. I see your squats went up. The biggest thing I noticed about the coverage with you was your speed. So that's why I pointed out the 4.4. I noticed a lot of people thought they had you beat in coverage while you were doing the routes, and you make up the speed for them. You come in with the interception. So, what would you say is your biggest strength?
I think my biggest strength is just my smarts. Cause I can I've really honed in on receivers where they line up, if they line up inside the numbers and outside the numbers, and trying to predict where they're going to go. So I have a little bit more leverage that way, but still having my responsibility covered for it. Because 1-on-ones in a camp is way different from an actual game setting, but it's some of the same things apply to both.
Okay, what would you say is your biggest thing that you worked on over this past fall that you're looking forward to within the next season to put in the game?
What I worked on the most was technique and my speed, because at the beginning of my junior year, I wasn't the fastest. I think I was like a 4.6 guy, and over the summer I just constantly wore a weight vest, had a parachute. I just constantly grinded on that every single day, and that the Lord blessed me to get my speed down, my time down, and the technique wise is just going to the field and just repping it out every day, doing backpedaling drills, working on the jabs, the press situations, and just being comfortable in my back pedal.
Got you. Okay.
All right, that's good stuff, man. Some great answers, and you obviously have put a lot of work into your craft by attending camps. Especially in the pandemic, that's one of the best ways to get exposed. So, thank you, Justin, for noticing him and getting him on here to be a part of this. Covering covering wide receivers and the skills that you attain. You watched a lot of NFL and college guys and how their techniques apply to that. What NFL player would you most compare your game to at the DB position?
I think in my opinion, the best DB is Jalen Ramsey, but we don't really have the same body type. So I think the best DB I can compare myself to is Jaire Alexander. He's still about 5'11", 5'10", and he's a dog, and he's going to go after everybody he go against, and he's going to lock them down no matter what. So I think Jaire Alexander is one of my the one I can compare myself to.
It's funny you mentioned that. I covered him. He went to high school here in Charlotte at Rocky River and went on to Louisville. And, I do see some similarities now that you mentioned it. In your game compared to his, just from the athletic ability standpoint. He played multiple positions as well, returning kicks and returning punts, which is something that I'm very impressed with how you do that. So, yeah, that's a good comparison right there for sure. Let's go back a little bit in time to when you were younger. what made you want to play football in the first place?
I think the one thing that made me want to play football was my dad was a really good athlete at Magna Vista, and he went on to college to play. And I really wanted to be like my dad because my dad is a great role model, and I just wanted to be like him. And then as I got into it, I fell in love with it. So that was the main thing.
All right, very good. Did he play DB also, or did he play another position?
Well, he played DB and running back, but when he got to college, he played cornerback.
Okay, all right, awesome, man. And then you play some running back too. So, is DB your main position, or you kind of like split your time evenly playing the running back spot?
Well, that's a unique situation because at first, always up to about 10th grade, running back was my position, but sophomore year, I started the first game at a running back, and then they took me off. I don't know why. And then, I was like, I want to get on the field. So I got on DB and started ever since sophomore year, and I just fell in love with the position. So now DB is my position, I feel like.
Man, that's awesome. And it's good that you're able to, be versatile and change, with the team needs. So that's a great thing too. Good stuff, man. Okay, so obviously you've had, some success in your career. Who would you like to thank for your football success so far?
I would like to thank, all glory to the Lord, Jesus Christ. He's the only reason I can do what I do. He's the only reason that, I can wake up in the morning and grind and, have that hope, that one day that I can make my family wealthy generations down the road. That's the first one I like to thank. I like to thank my parents because they continuously to help me grind and help me to be the best student athlete I can be. And, just the people around me that actually care about me. That's the people that I would like to thank.
It's always good to have a good support system, man. That's awesome. Good stuff, man. All right. So my last question, obviously you're unsigned senior right now. I think that'll change, going into the future here. But what is it that you're looking for ideally from a school on the next level? And why should a college give you a shot, give you an offer, and give you the decision to come and join their program on the next level?
The main thing I just need is the opportunity and just to get in front of the coaches. I feel like if I can get in front of them, they can see my film, they can see the potential and all the hard work that I put in. But I think that's the main thing right there, just getting in front of them, showing what I can do. Because I have changed dramatically since junior year to senior year, and I can't wait to, put on a show this upcoming year and showing, that, hard work truly pays off, and it doesn't matter how big you are or how strong you are. It just matters, your persistence. And if you continue to go at it each and every day, that your dreams will come true.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer. Shoot, if I was a college coach, I'd offer you just on that response right there. That is some good stuff, man. Let me bring Justin back in because we're going to, end this thing. But I do want to say thank you for coming on the show with us today. And we hope that, once we put this out there, that it gives you, additional exposure and gets you to where you want to go to playing football on the next level.
Thank you for having me on. And this is a great opportunity, and I would recommend anybody, that's in the same predicament as me to take this opportunity if it's given to them.
For sure.
All right. Justin, you got anything you want to say to finish it off?
Hey, man, I seen all you saw at the camp, man. Just keep grinding. I look forward to seeing you play this season. I'm definitely keep in contact with you. And, hey, man, offer is coming. It's coming soon for you, for sure. Just keep grinding.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dekavis. We appreciate it, man.
Thank y'all.